Wow. Thank you for your insights. I have read about this manufacturing of mosquitoes um, something throughout the last year, but there was never any substantial evidence, or it was just some random videos where they were claiming that they are putting them out or so on. So we couldn't kind of make a story out of it or dive into a deeper. But this is, I mean, this is incredible. 200 million genetically modified mosquitoes. What can go wrong? Whoa.
Yes, about the factory, an Indonesian Minister of Health, without telling to the parliament or telling to the people, last year built factory of mosquito, and they want to produce 50 million mosquito a week, so 200 million mosquito, and they want to export that. And then I say, it is that we are so suffer that we have to get our income from exporting mosquito to other country, while we have a lot of mineral resources here that can give added value. So there's something fishy about this. And the factory need blood, right? The blood. So for the moment, the Indonesian government work with the Brazil private company, that the blood is from them. So it's all a big business. And if you see during the G20, was in Bali at the time, the Minister of Health proposed to all businessmen, there is a $10 billion opportunity here in the health sectors, so why you don't come? So he sells Indonesia for $10 billion a year for the health of the people. By the way, he's my friend, my good friend. But in this case,
so for a person who is watching this now and thinking that, well, that's another conspiracy theory. So as a scientist and researcher, of course, you dig and you grind and you find and you have evidence. But for a person who is watching this and thinking, oh, this cannot be true, what would you say to where to look at first?
Okay, maybe I understand if people thinking like that, but I'm a deputy minister, right? So when we have a crisis, the World Bank and the IMF come and offering us money, offering us as I have to deal with them. And I know the covenant they give make our country suffer. So my minister in the time, we went to the World Bank, and when they give this, we go out and we slam the door in front of him, because we don't want to be like that. But other people maybe will not do like that. They entertain him and so on. And this country is a lot of corruptions. I worked for 35 years, the salary is low. So if you see a civil servant can buy a house of $1 to $2 million, absolutely he corrupt. So the conspiracy theory is not theory. You are very naive if you think it is. Even, so okay, the meaning of conspiracy, what's the meaning? Conspiracy comes from Latin word, con and spirare. Spirare meaning breathing. Con mean together, breathing together. Conspirare is a very natural thing. The conspirare already exists in Adam and Eve, where the devil conspire with the Eve. It's already like that. So collusion, corruption is a conspiracy. Can you imagine such a big scale like this? There is no conspiracy. G20, I want to tell. The G20, they make a definition that for the next pandemic, we do not know, they already know, the next pandemic, they must have an identity card issued by WHO.
Yeah.
So it is not your ID like normal, it's issued by WHO. So it's one of controlling. And G20 signed that, including my president. Don't you think it's a conspiracy? Or they are very stupid. But I don't think they are stupid. Like the Minister of Health, he was the president director of the biggest bank. It's not stupid. So conspiracy, that conspiracy theory is not a theory. It exists. It exists.
How?
I was teaching in one university. This university, if I talk like this, is not nice, but our conversation is very simple. If my colleague, a professor, have a paper, economic paper, he just show me, Richard, what do you think about my theory? And I said, your economic theory, have you tried this? No, it's only a theory. But I want to implement that. I think it's very dangerous if you implement that. Why? Because the country can be suffer. No problem. We can try in Burkina Faso. We can try in Africa. This is the mental, their mentality. So don't tell that conspiracy. You are very naive. People are very naive and say, the minister, when I give the input, the Minister of Health, he said, Richard, sorry, your data is not valid. It's theory, conspiracy theories. So it's very easy to label you because they say you are nuts. I'm in the government for 35 years. I deal with all of them. And they try also to bribe me. Yeah. I know there's a conspiracy. I'm witnessing. It's not I believe. I know.
So
Just see. Let's see. One moment, Lika.
Yeah.
The 200 million egg can enter to Indonesia. If I go to Finland, and I bring plants, the immigration will stop me, right? And ask, what is that? You cannot enter. Now 200 million can enter to Indonesia. You think that's no conspiracy with our intelligence? It's a common sense. And when I talk so hard like that, why don't they catch me? Why don't they put me in jail? Because I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, they don't want you in the court.
Yeah, I'm telling the truth, and I have the evidence, and I have the confession, and I record that. And the confession, I was in the Minister of Planning Board, and all the scientists who make the research say that our intelligence will help us. In front of the minister is selected. But you need courage. But the message, Lika, is really must be spiritual unity. Yeah. We have to talk to the spirit of the people. That can move the people. You see in the world how many times we do protests, we educate, doesn't work. Yeah. We have to win the heart, we have to talk to the spirit that we love this planet. Then I think it can work.
There you answered to my last question. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for your work. Thank you so much for coming on air. I wish you all the best, and hopefully we will talk again in the future, and a lot of success and warm thoughts and feelings from here, -17 in Finland, to the warm Indonesia.
Thank you, Lika, for having me.
Thank you.
I hope this news spread to Europe. Thank you very much to help.
Thank you.
Bye. Good night.